President Biden just signed a new bill that will help Americans not lose their Social Security benefits. Welcome back to my channel, friends. In today's fourth stimulus check update, I will be bringing you up to date on the latest news and information. Please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and watch until the end of this video to learn how to enter this coming Fridays. Despite much uncertainty, all levels of government, the President, the House, and the Senate all passed their portions of a temporary spending bill that has prevented a government shutdown. The Senate voted 65 to 35 in favor of the bill, and the House of Representatives followed suit by voting 254 to 175. President Biden rubber-stamped it soon after, and the lights will stay on for now. While many in the federal government are breathing a sigh of relief over the news, the spending bill only appropriates funds for the next 9 weeks. If a longer-term spending bill cannot be agreed by Congress, then there could be another shutdown come December 3rd, 2021, which is a new deadline. There are also no provisions for either of the reconciliation or the infrastructure bills, or items like the child tax credit or Social Security. However, the bill does not address another serious fiscal problem, that of the debt default on October 18th. The United States will no longer be able to borrow more money to pay for bills. The country has never defaulted on its debt before, and such an event would send shockwaves across the world's economy. Investing in the U.S. is seen as a very safe choice, so in an instance when this is no longer the case, it would have a huge impact on the U.S. economy. Before it was passed, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen put the importance of the bill in stark terms in a recent Wall Street Journal, stating, "In a matter of days, millions of Americans could be strapped for cash. Nearly 50 million seniors could stop receiving Social Security checks for a time being," she wrote. "Troops could go unpaid. Millions of families who rely on the monthly child tax credit could see delays."
Yielding and thank him for his masterful leadership of the Ways and Means Committee to address many of the health concerns, of climate concerns, issues of fairness in our economy in such an important way that has been manifested in the rescue package and now in the Build Back Better legislation. Today, we come to the floor about a very important issue of concern to the economic stability and fiscal soundness of our country. As you recall, Madam Speaker, last week House Democrats honored our responsibility to the American people by voting on lifting the debt ceiling and on a continuing resolution to keep government open to avoid a devastating shutdown. Not one Republican voted to lift the debt ceiling or to stop or to keep government open, even though there are very important measures to address the needs of people affected by Ida and help us help the evacuees from Afghanistan. Other issues in there of concern to all Americans. We all know the full faith and credit of the United States of America should not be questioned. This is in the Constitution. In the 14th Amendment, Section 4 states, "The validity of the public debt of the United States authorized by law shall not be questioned." Shall not be questioned. And, Madam Speaker, even by questioning it, we brought down our credit rating was brought down when the Republicans questioned it when President Obama was in office. Let's just talk about the consequence. Our distinguished
President Biden tweeted his support for the bill after signing it. His tweet was, "This is a good outcome. One, I'm happy we are getting done. Chuck Schumer, the top Democratic senator, told colleagues on the Senate floor before voting took place, Minority Leader Mitch McConnell had already said that the Republicans would support the bill, but 35 still voted against it. Having released a framework for a $3.5 trillion budget plan, Democrats now have an open path to approve investments in childcare, climate change, and paid leave without the need of Republican support at Congress. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer issued a letter transmitting Democrats on how proud he is for the great progress that they are making in people's lives better. Chuck Schumer wrote, "When we took the majority in the Senate earlier this year, the American people entrusted us with a great responsibility to make their lives better. I am happy to report that we are making great progress towards that goal." While the bill has received support from both parties, there are many forces that could prevent its passage, primarily the opposition by progressive Democrats, who were promised that the vote on the infrastructure package would be tied to an additional vote on the $3.5 trillion reconciliation bill. This decision to tie the faith of the bills together was made after the $1.2 trillion infrastructure package left out many of the popular aspects of President Biden's Build Back Better agenda. Friends, everyone, last spring, President Biden had proposed two pieces of legislation, the American Jobs Plan and the American Families Plan, which altogether with the American Rescue Plan form his economic agenda. When Democrats on Capitol Hill and the White House began negotiating with Republicans, the negotiations quickly collapsed as the GOP caucus categorically opposed a majority of the measures which were included in these plans. Democrats did not disagree that the nation's crumbling infrastructure needed investing. They do not believe it should be at the expense of benefits for families. However, there is more financial relief available for millions of Americans. An unexpected fourth stimulus check will be available to some essential workers, and that's thanks to a new relief program. The United States Department of Agriculture announced it is investing $700 million in a new program that will offer $600 relief payments to all individuals who worked in meatpacking plants, worked on farms, and worked in grocery stores throughout the crisis. The program details are still forthcoming, but officials said that more information on the application process for workers who are eligible will be available by late fall 2021. Vilsack noted that these workers were the reason so many American families were able to provide food on the table and that they deserve to be supported. Thank you, friends, for joining me here this afternoon. I truly appreciate every single one of you who are watching my videos. Please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, like this video, and comment below the keyword. Thank you so much, everyone.